Whatever's calling my name in the woods isn't my brother. We grew up in a cabin at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. My brother Levi and I were mountain kids through and through. Barefoot summers, creek water, and campfires. Our mom was always strict about certain things though. No whistling at night. Don't go too deep in the woods. And if you hear someone call your name from the trees, don't answer. We thought it was superstition. Old mountain folklore passed down from folks who heard too many things rustling in the dark. Until last fall. Levi had enlisted in the army and wanted one last hike before boot camp. We drove out to our favorite spot, deep into the forest, far past where cell signal dies and the map turns green. That night, we built a fire and talked like we were still kids, even though the world was pulling us in different directions. Around 2 a.m., I woke up to the sound of someone outside the tent whispering, "Eli." It was Levi's voice. Groggy, annoyed, I called back. "What?" No response. I unzipped the tent. The fire was dying out. Levi wasn't there. Then I heard it again, clearer this time and farther off. "Eli, come here." Chills ran down my spine. Then I turned and saw Levi still inside the tent asleep. I shook him awake, trying to stay calm. He sat up fast, like he already knew something was wrong. "Did you hear that?" I whispered. His face was pale. "Yeah, last night too." I didn't want to say anything. We sat in silence, listening. Then it came again, maybe 30 feet out. "Eli, I need help." Still Levi's voice, but it was off. Too long, too empty. We didn't sleep. Every hour it came back. Sometimes from the left, sometimes behind us, sometimes right next to the tent. By dawn, we were packed and hiking out fast. No talking, just moving. We never told anyone what we heard. Not our parents, not our friends. Levi left for the army a week later. I figured that was the end of it. 6 months later, Levi was deployed. We emailed sometimes. I kept busy working and helping Mom out at home. Then, one night last week, I heard something outside. Just after 2 a.m., I was locking up the house when I heard my name whispered from the woods behind our backyard. "Eli." I froze. Not again. Not here. I stepped out onto the porch. "Levi?" I called. Silence. Then again, closer this time. I came back. I ran inside, locked everything, checked the Nest Cam on the back porch. At 2:14 a.m., something walked up to the edge of the woods. It looked exactly like Levi, but it never blinked. It just stood there, watching the house, then turned and walked back into the dark. The next morning, I called my mom, voice shaking. She told me something that made my blood run cold. "Levi called me last night, said he got leave, said he'd be home soon." I checked the call logs. It was from his number, 2:13 a.m., but when I called the army base, they told me Levi was still overseas. No leave, no calls made. They even let me video chat with him. He looked tired, thin. "Eli," he said, "has anything weird happened since the trip?" That's when I told him everything. The voices, the figure, the calls. His face went pale. "I've seen it too. Every night over here. It watches me from the tree line. But it wears your face. We both hear it now, wherever we are. Every night, always around 2 to 3 a.m., it calls to us using the other's voice. Sometimes it's begging, sometimes it's angry, sometimes it laughs. Levi says it's old, older than the mountains. Some say it's a mimic. Some say it was once human, but turned after eating flesh in desperation. Whatever it is, it can follow you once you hear it. Once it learns your name, once it wears your voice. We don't talk on the phone anymore. Only handwritten letters now. Anything digital. It mimics too well. Last night it knocked on my window. Just 2 slow taps. When I looked, it wasn't Levi I saw. It was me, smiling.